Welcome back to the Sonic Locker Room. This is Bill Althouse of Sideliner Sports, and we're celebrating our 18th year, bringing you the best and the brightest from Eastern Jackson County and the metro area. Let's talk for a moment about the best and the brightest. Could be talking about Jesse Griffin and his amazing cross-country and track and field teams at Lee Summit West High School. 18th year at Lee Summit West. First four, he was an assistant track coach, been in the head cross-country coach for nearly 2 decades. We couldn't even have time to visit with Jesse if we list all his accomplishments. But, Coach, thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Another big year for great success with the cross and country teams. Now working with the track and field teams. You never want to ask a parent who their favorite child is, but in working with cross country and working with the track and field teams, do you take any type of a different approach in working with the two teams?
Well, yes and no. In cross country, we're looking at definitely more team building orientated. We have one race where everybody,
yes,
varsity and one race JV, so everybody is participating in that time frame and working together. Track and field has definitely got more of an individual component to it, but we still try to get the girls on the same page as best we can. I work with our sprint coach. I work with 400 meters up to 3,200. Mm-hmm. And we kind of overlap sometimes on the 400 as she's, 100 up to 400. And I occasionally will have girls that will go as far down as 200 and run 4x2. So we try to get together and get complete team workouts, 2 or 3 times a year when our training calendar matches up. And that way they're kind of working together. Of course, the field events, we have a lot of the girls that do jumps will do sprints, so it touches some of them as well. The throws are, they can get a little bit more isolated, but by and large, we really try to develop some dependency on each other and at least a mutual respect for the different event areas, and girls are aware. So.
I'm glad you mentioned cross country. One event, everybody is competing. You develop that pack mentality and very close knit bond there, almost like a sisterhood. And you got your throwers, you've got your hurdlers, you've got your distance people, your sprinters. Do you do anything to try to bring all those people together so as massive as a track and field team can be to make them feel close, like there's a bond between everyone on the team?
Yeah, one thing we've done, and I kind of inherited this, but we did this when I coached at Raytown South, started my career, and then carried on. And Derek Howard was the first head coach in track and field here, and I took over for him, and I kind of kept doing some of the things that he had started. And on the beginning of every week, we do have a team meeting. And I like handing out the medals from the meet to the whole team so that there is some acknowledgement and we're in the same room, and so that, the girls, and that's JV, freshman meet, varsity, that they get some recognition across the event areas. So we try to get that going, and then I encourage the girls to, if they're done with their events, to hang around and, support their teammates at meets as well.
We visited with Amber Blicker earlier today, the boys and girls cross track and field coach from Raytown High School, and she mentioned that handing out, they call it Medal Monday, and now here there's no coach on the planet I respect as much as you and all the success you've had. In doing that, can you sense that the teammates are kind of creating a little bit of buzz for the person who's up there receiving that medal? I mean, at a meet, they may not even know unless they hear it over the PA system.
Right, and that's the idea, so that they do get acknowledged. And we went to Springfield over spring break, which was last Thursday, for an all-girls meet, which was a good meet for us. And I had girls that got medals, and they were saying, well, can we get our medals? And I said, no, we're going to wait until Monday, which is today, and we're going to hand those medals out. And they understood what I was doing. But it's something that they look forward to. And I think they enjoy seeing their teammates and being able to celebrate their successes together.
Tell us a little bit about this season. How are the Titans doing?
Well, we are, by and large, a very, very young team in the sprint area. So we're developing, and it's just part of the process. We have Miller Woods started out very well. She is ranked number 1 in the state in the pole vault right now. She's a senior. We have in our distance group a couple girls that are going to go on and compete in college.
Oh,
Eva Garlick and Natalie Hawthorne. They're both senior girls, and they've been in distance into things, been doing very well. So we're a work in progress right now. We're continuing to get some experience with younger girls, and that's just working towards the future and continuing to improve.
How many young ladies do you have on the track team that competed for you on the cross country team?
Oh, geez, probably over 20.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a good core of our team. So yeah, there is some continuity there.
Mm-hmm.
So I work with those girls throughout the off season in the winter and summer. So some of them do other sports, but by and large, we have the majority are with me and able to develop throughout the year.
So many great local track and field events. Gary Parker over at Blue Springs, Rusty Hodge at Blue Springs South. You just returned from a successful trip to Springfield. Being in a conference like the Suburban Big Six, competing against great teams at these other track and field meets, does that prepare you basically for anything that you might compete against in the postseason?
Well, I've always, since we joined the big conference, and it's been well over 10 years ago, it has been something that is just at a different level than anywhere else in the state of Missouri. The fraternity that we build between the coaches and the programs, there's a lot of respect for those programs, and the coaches are a great set of coaches that could be coaching. All of them could be at the next level coaching college. They're very knowledgeable, and they get the kids out, and their kids perform well. If you do well in our conference, you're in the top part of our conference. You're going to probably be in an all-state athlete, just every single event. It's a very great meet if you're a fan to go and watch. If you can come out and watch our conference meet, I think it's at Blue Springs South this year, and it's just special time with some special people and programs, and you get to see where you are really quickly. And I think that applies for all sports, across the board.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. So But yeah, it's been good. And those some of my best friends that I will, when I leave and done, will still keep in contact with the coaches I compete against.
Coach Jesse Griffin, it's always such a pleasure to visit with you. Congratulations on the success this season. Can't wait to see you at the big conference meet coming up in about a month or so. You're always welcome here in the Sonic locker room, and thanks a million, buddy.
Thank you.